Oh wow, look at that. I have friends. I didn't know that. Oh wow, cute. Sorry. Hi everybody. So today I would like to talk about a very sensitive topic. So if you feel like sensitive on the topic of weight, that's perfectly fine, right? You can just click this video and it'll be perfectly okay, you know. But I just want to talk about weight, right? Mainly because I've seen, so TikTok is the new Musical.ly, new platform, new everything, right? And I was on this particular TikTok, where this girl said something about this boy's expectations of like what they want women to look like. And you know, I couldn't help but agree, some boys still have that mentality, but not all, only some. This girl was quite fit, she was skinny, you know, she actually had the stuff that she was saying that guys want. And these comments were basically saying, thank you for ruining my self-esteem. You know, you basically just described everything that a boy wants. And I couldn't help but think about the mental health that the girl might be suffering from. I'm just gonna talk about my experience with like weight and mental illness and stuff like that. I don't really have any mental disorder or anything like that, but people have their bad days, and I've had a few of them in my life, had a fair share. But I guess I just want to put light on this topic since it is a very sensitive topic to me. So in kindergarten, this is some context because we will need this later in my story. I had a crush on this boy for 7 years straight. If he's watching my video, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. He now knows. He has just found out last year. So basically, I was this chubby fat kid from kindy to year 6. And so I didn't think much of it at the time, right? Because like everyone in my family, like extended family, we were all chubby, you know, chubby little kids, you know, it was fun. But when I got into primary school, I reckon that's when I realized that like, oh, I'm a little different. And my mom always told me, you know, it's okay to be different, you know, branch out from societal norms. You know, my mom has been my biggest supporter since I was little, right? So shout out to my mama, she my biggest supporter. And I guess as time went on, me and my childhood bestie, which I still talk to her now, her name's Madison. You should like check her out. It's somewhere down here, her YouTube. She's also been like, to be honest, she probably doesn't know, but she was probably one of my biggest helps when I was little. So, because she was always there for me. So I was like, you know what? I love you. So I guess when I was little, I was very aware that I was different. About 4 and 5, bullying started to occur about my weight, and it was very hard, and it was very difficult because that's when everyone started to lose weight and they started losing their baby fat. And I guess it didn't really turn out the way I wanted it to turn out. I wasn't exactly losing any weight, probably just gaining because I like to eat, and I was also a dancer, so it was very hard. But around year 4, year 5, my secret came out about me liking this boy. To remind you, this boy was very skinny and tall, and I didn't really like him so much about his physique. It was more about his personality, because since I was in his class from kindy all the way to year 6, I actually got to know him really well, like looking at his character. I never really spoke to him, but judging from how he treated other people, he was a very nice boy, and I really liked that. One of these girls that really liked him as well came up to me and told me that he would never like me because of me. Basically because of the way I look. And that became a very big insecurity of mine, I guess. And a part of me when I was younger believed that was true. It was kind of confronting, because my mom has told me my whole life, you know, be proud of who you are, what you look like, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what people think, which you're right. but I kind of forgot that when she told me that. For year 5, so this is like all about the same time bracket, I also got diagnosed with epilepsy. I have absentee epilepsy. I'm very all for people when they talk about the epilepsy. I'm just like, this needs to be more aware, because not many people know that it's not just the one type, there's several types. For me, I have absentee, so I don't actually drop to the floor and shake. I usually just stare into space, and I do not hear, I do not blink, I do not move. I literally do not do anything. Anyway, so with having, you know, a mental disability, as well as, I guess, being chubby, I became very, very insecure with myself. My mum would constantly be my supporter, saying, "You're beautiful, you're gorgeous, I love you," you know, what mums do. And that made me smile, but when I went to school, it was like a whole different person. I didn't like going to school. I didn't really like people, because that's when I just soon discovered kids are mean. Kids are mean. Not kids can be cruel. No, kids are cruel. About from year 4 to about year 6, I was very insecure of my weight, and I didn't really want to wear anything that was tight. So that was probably the start of me wearing baggy clothes, because I'm wearing them right now. It was kind of the start of the baggy clothes trend for me. So going to a single sex school was very hard. So going to an all girls school, because I've already had the taste of girls in primary school about them being mean, and I guess I didn't really want to go to co-ed school, especially the one that my crush was at, because I felt like I would never change. So I was like, you know what, I need to give that up. But I guess being in a single sex school was a really big eye-opener, because a lot of girls were just as insecure as I am. Me being a dancer as well, that was just as hard, because the studio that I was at the time, the kids were mean. They were really, really, really mean. It started off as like playful insult, like, you know, as kids will do, like, you know, haha, you're ugly. And I'm like, yeah, I know, you know. But it got up to the point where it just got too real. They started criticizing stuff about my weight all the time, and that I wasn't a good dancer because I didn't have the ideal physique. And it got up to a point where they would just exclude me from places and invites, and I just didn't really want to go to dancing, because I felt like I was never good enough. And my teacher didn't really help either. I have flat feet, and my aspiration in life is wanted to be a ballerina, and she straight out said that I could never. Mainly because me, to sum it up, my dreams got shattered. My mum was not happy at all. She didn't even let me sit my ballet exams, because she believed that I would never get good marks. And my mum tried to help me, and she tried to support me as much as she could. And I guess she really did try. I will give credit to my mum, because my mum, like I said before, was always my biggest supporter and tried to help me with everything that I was dealing with at the time. And going to school, I guess everyone started to lose more weight, you know, and I didn't. So it resulted in me just, guess, not eating as much as I should. I've seen photos now of me in that time frame. I'm not happy. I was not happy with that. I've resulted into something that could have potentially killed me. And like, I'm happy that my mum stopped me to the point where I didn't have to go to hospital. I'm very happy that mum saw what was happening early and put a stop to it really quickly. Like, I'm very happy that I have the parents that I have. My mom is probably my superhero. And me with my mentality that I have about myself, she's always helped me. And she saw that I didn't want to go to dancing anymore, and that I didn't want to even wake up. I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to do anything. And she tried to like make me go to dancing, and every time when I got there, I just wanted to go home. And every time she goes, hey, we're gonna have dinner, I would try and eat, but I just felt sick and I just didn't want to do anything. I didn't eat at school. I didn't do anything. I was basically just a sad jelly bean. But yeah, I can't even describe the words that I have for my mum. She is amazing, and she's always been my supporter and has always looked out for me and always made sure that I knew that I was good enough and that I was pretty enough, and I'm just so grateful to have a mom like her. So fast forward, I moved to a co-ed school. My mum shut down all the bullying. She addressed it to the school. She addressed it to the dance school. I moved dance schools. The school, I did not move for bullying. They just stopped it completely. They just stopped the bullying, like, period. I moved schools to pursue dance in year 11 and 12. I moved to a new studio, which is so much better. I love my team to death. They're actually like amazing, like no joke. They're all individually just crazy talented. I feel like I want to dance again. It's great. Like I found my passion, and it's really nice. Like it's really nice. Even now, I try and look for more of a positive light, which is good. I try and work out occasionally when I'm not studying, and I'm trying to learn to love myself, which is good. And my mom, as per usual, is helping me like eat healthy, make sure that I eat regularly, because I'm not very good at that. But I guess the real reason why I'm making this video is because I feel like it needs to be addressed, that even if you are skinny, your mental state might not complement your body. I have always been on the other side, where I have been chubby, and I've never liked myself because of that. But in some people's eyes, they think that they are chubby when in reality they're skinny. And I just feel like us girls need to start supporting that. Need to start understanding that some girls are not comfortable in their skin. And I feel like if we don't start addressing that now, it's never going to get better. We need to start supporting each other. It can't go one way. We need to start realizing that, you know, words do hurt, and a picture's worth 1,000 words. So if you post a video, that's an entire novel. I feel like we just need to start supporting each other, because that needs to start happening. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for listening. I'm sorry that this wasn't actually like a funny video or an uplifting video, but I felt like this needs to be addressed now. I'll see you in the next video.